Today we had my follow-up appointment with neurology. All my tests came back normal. The blood tests were all good and the EMG was all good. The sweat test was good. So the diagnosis they came up with is central sensitization disorder. It's basically my brain is not interpreting signals right from my body. He had described it like a burglar alarm in a house. If it went off every time somebody went by on the street or walked by or knocked on the door, that's kind of what my body's doing. What they're going to do, they have a class to address these kinds of issues that is full until December. That they haven't started booking in December yet. But when I called them, they said possibly I could get in tomorrow. I just had to come and sit and see if somebody didn't show up or make it. In order to get into this class, you have to be off all drugs, opiates, things like that. I qualify for it, but they just don't have space right now. So hopefully tomorrow morning we can go and wait and get into it. The other possible diagnosis is that I could need my brain amputated. Switched with another brain. He said I was far too handsome and far too good looking and charismatic, and that it could be causing problems with the electrical signals in my brain because I am so electrifying, I think is the word he used. It's one or the other, I'm not sure which at this point. The class is, he said it was kind of about retraining your brain to receive pain normally, and also different exercises, lifestyle changes you could do to help improve this rather than taking medication. He said there's 2 medications right now that help with it. They are antidepressants, but they help with the way your brain receives pain. He didn't think we had to jump to those right now. In fact, Mayo tries to treat pain by addressing the physical and the mental and emotional reasons for it rather than just popping you up on pills. Hopefully we get into that class because I'm really looking forward to learning a little more about that. With this diagnosis, there is a possibility of it completely going away or at least being able to live a better life. It's certainly not like I'm stuck where I'm at right now. I think with some lifestyle changes we can definitely make it better, if not go away. Looking into this, it looks like a fairly new type of diagnosis. For some things that have been diagnosed separately for a really long time, that they were having trouble deciding what fit into what category, so they just called all these things this one thing in order to better diagnose and treat people. Looking into it, there's not a whole lot about it, but looking into the things separately, there is quite a bit about those related diseases or those diseases that fall under this. From what I've researched, and it's been just a few hours, but those include like fibromyalgia, irritable bowel syndrome, chronic fatigue syndrome. There was a whole bunch of other ones that were a lot longer that I can't pronounce, but it sounded like rather than diagnose each one individually, that it all kind of falls under there and that they all kind of get treated in a very similar fashion. Hopefully we can get into that class and learn a little bit more about what's going on. I guess we'll find out tomorrow morning if that's going to be a possibility or not. We just again wanted to thank all our friends and family and people we don't know, and I mean people even from the Gambler have been reaching out to us. It's really cool to see how big of a real family we have that have reached out with lots of support for Ashley and I and for this situation. The help we have got monetarily is kind of blown us away. We just want to let everybody know that this huge act of kindness, we're definitely going to be paying it forward when that time comes for us. Right now, we don't know what the bill is for the hospital yet. Honestly, I think we might have it covered just because of how much people have helped us out. I think that to see that kind of love poured from people that have met us once, met us for a few days, is going to leave a lasting impact on us, and that we're definitely going to be paying it forward and trying to help other folks out when they're having hard times like Ashley and I have had for the last few months. Thank you, we love you, have a great rest of your day. Maybe next time you see me I'll have a different brain, not be as good looking, not be as smart, intelligent, as charming, who knows. I mean they might make me so dumb that I become a Kansas City Chiefs fan.